Just remember the 3 P's. If you want to be popular, you gotta be positive and progressive. Wow! Fam TV.
What's up, y'all? This is Jadesiress, and you're watching Fam TV.
It's your boy Day One, and you're watching Fam TV.
Make sure you log in, stay plugged in. Yo, the thing pop, shot, lock. Vocal Legend says so. Fam TV, yo, come. Boom.
I'm here with Jadesiress, and this is her album called The Rise. How are you doing today, Jade?
I'm awesome. Thank you so much.
So when did you start singing?
As a baby, I believe. Like, the doctor didn't have to clear my throat. I was singing right out of the womb. That's a true story, too. Yeah, I was screaming loud. So other than that, I used to be a shy little girl, but I'd always loved music. Where I really started to develop as a singer was in children's choir. You know, like in middle school, I did a few years of actual real technical training with the choir. And from there, you know, it stuck with me until this day now. After I'm done school, I'm like, yo, this is where I need to be, pursuing my dreams.
Who would you say is your biggest artistic influence and why?
My biggest artistic influence? Right now, I'm into lyricists a lot because I'm a writer as well. So I listen to a lot of hip-hop, but hip-hop with lyrics. So like Kendrick Lamar, taking him in like his album back-to-back for a while. I took in a little Jay-Z just to hear like on his tip, you know. I hear a lot of Drake, just from Toronto, so look at what he's doing. It's very mainstream, but yeah, I definitely try to get into more lyrical people. One of my all-time favorites was Lauryn Hill. She put out the 1-2 record. I've been waiting, you know, but that type of thing, like people who sing, people who can rap, people who are versatile and who are very lyrical.
Why is art important to you?
Oh my gosh, art is one of those beautiful things that are natural, that come naturally to us as humans to express ourselves, and I just think it's a gift to us, you know, to make the world more of a beautiful place and to also communicate things that maybe words cannot express.
Do you feel like art doesn't get enough recognition here in society?
For sure. I mean, I think art has gone through a lot of negative taboo, you know, as like people who choose careers in art are lazy. They don't want to, you know, get up and have a real job. But really, if you're serious about art and pursuing it as a career, you actually have to be an entrepreneur. You have to be very business-minded, or you won't get very far as a successful artist. So I would say we definitely get a bad rap in terms of people make assumptions. But, you know, as an artist and believing in yourself, you really can't worry about what other people think. Like, what you're really doing is out there anyway, you know, like you're really creating from your spirit, you're creating from, you know, my source is God, personally. So, you know, not everyone in my family is going to understand, not everyone in my friends is going to understand, but as long as I understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and I feel that, you know, in my spirit, then it makes sense, right?
What do you think we can be? What do you think we could do as a society to collectively promote art in our city? As far as you know, letting people understand, you know, art is here to stay. Let's put it out there. Let's have people buying our music, buying our painting. What can we do to make art just more noticeable?
Well, this event is awesome. Definitely, this is the answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you would say events more like this?
With the positive promotion behind it. Because, you know, as an artist, I get invited to do a lot of different shows, but there are those that stand out in terms of, you know, the professionalism, the promoters, the people who are contacting you back and forth, their vibes, like how positive they are. So my experience from the last time I was here with the art exhibit to now, it's definitely like they have that positive, you know, thing about them, and they're really about promoting art. It's not about just making money or putting on a show or being popular. They actually want to see art elevated. I get that sense, and I think the more we have events such as this, and people actually connecting and networking and realizing that we need to network and we need to connect in order to raise this industry higher, then it'll be better. But it can't just be 1-2 people, right? I mean, in order to really have a thriving industry, we really need to change our overall attitude toward, you know, putting on shows and who benefits, and, you know, I guess think of it more in an altruistic way, because people right now, I think, are very on me and my crew, this is what we're doing type of way, but you know, I've heard also that the government is also looking at, you know, enriching the music culture, particularly in Toronto and surrounding areas. So they're trying to, you know, create more programs, more. I think it was in terms of like spots where people can actually perform on a regular basis. So that being said, definitely Toronto is a city to watch. Toronto GTA is a city to watch because our music is busting all over the world. Plus our government is like, yo, let's help them out. You know what I mean? We get funding and so forth. So let's use these tools, continue to use them, and help others.
Utilizing our resources is essential, basically.
Resources, teamwork is essential. You can't make it in this business by yourself. You know, you may see those big artists on TV who say, oh, I do it on my own. But no, there's a whole crew of people behind the scenes who got them there. There's a lot that goes into this. You know, it's definitely a hustle if you really want to take it seriously. Once in a while, somebody might have a one hit they put online and it catches fire. That's like winning the lottery. If you really want to be in this, as a career, you really have to put your whole self into it. Like
Blood, sweat, and tears.
yeah, and you got to keep it real. I mean, don't start off fake because you have to keep that going. You know what I mean? Try to find out who you are, what image you're trying to project as an artist, and then go from there. That's been my experience. You know what I mean?
What advice would you give to today's youth looking to pursue a career in music?
Work on your arts first and foremost. Make sure you have skills, you know what I mean, so you don't have to defend that later. That's not something you have to work on later when you're already in the public eye. But also understand and believe that this is 90% business, like 10%, if any, talent. You have to work on how you present yourself to people. It's all about presentation. What image are you trying to project? As a business person, as an artist, you want to project a reliability, you want to project professionalism, that people can count on you to show up at events. If they pay you, you're not going to rob them with the money. These are real things because you're not in a company environment where there's rules and policies or else you're fired. We're all in business here. We're all, business owners. So you have to really, I guess, what I would just very basically recommend is explore music business, explore the business side, explore copywriting. First and foremost, if you write your music, the first thing you should be doing is protecting your music before you put it out at all. Start there, and then there's a wealth of other things you need to learn.
You hear that, folks? Protect your music, protect your work. Okay, thank you very much.
Time, ladies first, see before you mash up the place, all right? Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad that there's so many people still here supporting. It's awesome. You know, us artists, we appreciate you. You know what I mean? Your presence. And yeah, that's how we're gonna make this industry grow, right?
I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, my name is Jadesiress. I introduced myself. Jadesiress. Jadesiress. It's the same thing across the board. You can Google me, Jadesiress, and you'll find me. And I'm a local artist, born in Toronto, moved up north a little bit, but you know, I stay in the GTA. And I'm a good person, you know what I'm saying? Not from them hater bitches. So yeah, if you're about connecting with good people, I need us. So the first song, I think it's just about heartbreak, falling down again. It's like my warm-up too. Throw along the reggae vibes too. So. I promised myself I'd never do it again. Broken hearts and misleads from men, but I go on. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, this your next one again. Falling down again. You got me falling down again. Can't believe I'm falling down again. Falling down again. Falling down again. Boy, I can pick and choose. I didn't have to make you rule. I guess you're just a lucky dude. Tell me if you want me, daddy, let me get through. I've been through the fire, been through the rain, been through the storm, still I love you. I just I love it, but why come put it on me? Boy, you turn me on when you put it on me, falling down again. Yeah, you got me falling down again.
been here a long time, and I just really want to leave you with the idea that yes, I can sing and yes, I can write my own tracks. I think you know that. You look familiar. Yeah, right? Thank you. So this next track is about a girl who made some decisions in life, in her early life, which, you know, we all do. You know, in our early 20s, we make a lot of decisions. Some are good, some are bad, some lead us here, some lead us there. It's just a story. So a lot of people like the story. So she wanna be a dancer. She want the money grow like cancer. This is a story about a girl who really sassy. She kinda spoiled apple, a little spazzy. Her daddy's princess, he came up with the name Chastity. Ongo to find out at 16 she did the nasty. When mama trippy, she bought out that I must say. She not go school again, my road with little patsy. Not little patsy, no, not little patsy. The air she love, bubble upon the floor in our content. Mama kept my Gucci Rolex and Rihanna. And Chassis got cheap a day, haters can't stand her. And all the men that paid to see if she would answer. She said it's easy to get paid. She said she had to be a dancer. She said she wanna be a dancer. She want the money grow like cancer. She put on, she get on, she get on. All that money, all that dancer. This is a story about a girl who really sassy. She kinda spoiled apple, a little spazzy. Her daddy's princess, he came up with the name Chastity. Ongo to find out at 16 she did the nasty. But mama prepared, she ball out that I must say. She not go school again, my road with little taxi. Not little patsy, no, not little patsy. The air she love, bubble on the floor in our content. But mama kept my Gucci Rolex and Rihanna. And Chassis got shape a day, haters can't stand her. And all the men that paid to see if she would answer. She said it's easy to get paid, she said she have to be a dancer. She said she wanna be a dancer. She want the money grow like cancer. She put on, she get on, she get on. How does money make the world so? She said she wanna be a dancer. She want the money grow like cancer. She put on, she get on, she get on. Okay, a little bit of how does money make the world so? Pour a little more liquor. Need that bottle to the head, the crowd is getting thicker. Now she got that courage, hit the pole like cowabunga. Since she bought that new derriere, the money longer. Us girls be hating at the club, yeah, now they bitter. Some wanna bicker, some wanna hit her. Nails are candy coated, so she keep her cussy with her. You love to get dirty, keep that finger on the trigger. Now Chassis showing every inch from 10 to 3. When she hit the stage, she is the big cousin of whole family. Bankrolling this tick going, she could feed a family. Only 21, buying condos on the beach. She says she wanna be a dancer. She want the money grow like cancer. She put on, she get on. All right, y'all, thank you so much. Thank you. She says she wanna, the name is jadesiress. This was my last year's releases, but I got new releases coming this year. A lot more big things. Thank you so much. What's the name again? Jadesiress. Sire with the SS at the end. SIRESS. So I'm the female sire. I run things, see? And I'm my own right. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say to all of you, I wish you all the best as well. Stay in your lane and push that to the furthest. Stay focused. I find like we're living in a time where there's so much distraction. And you know, it's really easy to get pulled off your track. So especially as artists, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people will tell you stop. A lot of people won't pay you, whatever. Keep doing your thing and do it from a righteous place and it'll always end up good. You know what I mean? Thank you so much.